Hi, I'm Alejandra Ledesma and I'm going to talk to you about volleyball. I choose this sport not only because of the enjoyment of the competition, but because volleyball teaches teamwork and communication, in addition to improve of different skills. That is why I want to know better the history of the sport and how to develop it better. In volleyball, one of the moves to execute is the spike. The tall players with a high vertical jump ability execute the spike the best. So, to be better, first you need impulse. Therefore, a greater impulse you give the ball, the greater momentum the ball will have. Once you have increased your momentum, the impulse you have when smacking the ball will increase and your spike will fly very fast. The game of volleyball was invented in 2895 by William G. Morgan, just 4 years after the basketball was made. What Morgan wanted with this sport is that it had a strong athletic impulse but no physical contact. At first, he named it Mintonet, but after a conference with Dr. Alfred Halstead, a professor at Springfield College, who suggested a two-word version of its present name, volleyball. These are the top 10 players in the sport. The physical characteristics that make them unique for the sport are strong legs, high vertical leap for blocking and skill shots, good pivoting skills, and excellent quickness. This is a video of the best volleyball players in history. While nutrition on the court on match day is important, a healthy eating pattern of the court will provide an essential base for a fit volleyball player. The diet of a player should be based around nutrient carbohydrates like grainy breads, brown rice, quinoa, and wholemeal pasta. In protein sources, you need lead-red meat, poultry, seafood, eggs, dairy, and lentils. And in healthy fat sources, you need avocado, olive oil, nuts, and fish. In the training of being the best in volleyball, you need to practice basic techniques, develop a good sense of timing, get regular exercise, strengthen your upper body, get lots of sleep, and drink lots of water. The sport in physics. Gravitational force impacts every aspect of volleyball, whether you are serving, passing, or hitting. Gravity will affect every contact with the volleyball. When someone is going to serve, the server uses upward and forward force on the volleyball, while gravity is using downward force. When hitting the ball, transfer the maximum amount of momentum from the body to the ball. Therefore, the shorter amount of time the hand is in contact with the ball, the greater force is applied to the ball. This video explains the physics of the sport in detail. In Newton's law, his first law of motion affects every volleyball player who watches the serve and sends the ball snacking into the net. Every player who blocks a hard hit ball from an opposite player feels the loss effect on her straining arms. Newton's second law of motion is a mathematical equation that explains the relationship between force, mass, and acceleration. And Newton's third law explains that every action creates a force that is met by an equal reaction force from the opposite direction. The Magnus effect and air resistance. The airborne time of the volleyball can be reduced even more by putting top spin on the volleyball. This causes the ball to experience an aerodynamic force known as the Magnus effect, which pushes the ball downward so that it lands faster. In conclusion, developing from an average player to a professional player, it demands patience, dedication, and a focus on improving your skills. But with the right research, everyone can get to the top. There are so many athletes in the world that play sports, but more than likely they do not realize the importance that science has in the game and the impact that it has. The question is whether or not there is a direct correlation between the amount of science knowledge that a person has in his or her ability in the game. If players become more informed on the science behind the sport, they should know the best moves to make it win. Thank you.